Hello students, welcome to this ROSE project which is conducted by Rayat Shikshan Samsthas at HM College Karad. Myself Mohite SS. Today we are going to study a topic binomial distribution. This is our lecture number 2. In the previous lecture we have already studied that a definition of binomial distribution. Let us see the definition of binomial distribution. A discrete random variable x is said to follow a binomial distribution with parameter n and p if probability mass function, that is PMF, is given by probability of random variable x is equal to ncx p raised to x into q raised to n minus x, where x is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 up to so on n, and second condition is probability lies between 0 to 1 and q is equal to 1 minus p, and second condition is 0 otherwise. Now next, let us see the remaining examples of binomial distribution. Example number first, the probability that a bomb will hit a target is 0.8. Find the probability that out of 10 bombs dropped, exactly 2 will miss the target. Here we have to given the total bombs are 10 bombs. We have to find the probability that out of 10 bombs dropped, exactly 2 will miss the target. Let us see the solution of that example. Let x be the number of bombs hitting the target and probability p is the probability that bomb will hit the target. Therefore, given p is equal to 0.8, it can be written as 8 upon 10, that is equal to 2 to the 4, 2 4 is 8, 2 5 is 10, that is equal to value of that p is 4 by 5, and q is equal to 1 minus p is equal to 1 minus, here we put the value of p is 4 by 5, then we can get the value of q is 1 by 5. Here given n is equal to 10, therefore x follows binomial distribution with parameter n is equal to 10 and p is equal to 4 by 5. Therefore the PMF, that is probability mass function of x, is given by p of x equal to x, which is equal to formula of binomial distribution is ncx p raised to x into q raised to n minus x, that is p of x is equal to x. Here we put the value of n, p and q. N is 10, p is 4 by 5 and q is 1 by 5. Then the term is 10cx into 4 upon 5 raised to x into 1 upon 5 raised to 10 minus x, where x is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to so on 10. Therefore, now we have to find the probability exactly 2 bombs will miss the target. Here the total bombs are 10 bombs, therefore we can find the probability exactly 8 bombs will hit the target. That is probability of x equal to 8 is equal to 10c8 4 upon 5 raised to 8 into 1 by 5 raised to 10 minus 8. By using the formula of combination, we have to find the value of 10c8, that is equal to, the formula of combination is n factorial upon r factorial into n minus r factorial, that is equal to 10 factorial divided by 8 factorial into 2 factorial into, here the power of 4 by 5 is 8, then 4 raised to 8 divided by 5 raised to 8 into 1 by 5 raised to 10 minus 8, that is 10 minus 8 is 2. Therefore, here the term is 1 upon 5 square. Then after solving this term 10 factorial upon 8 factorial into 2 factorial, we can get the value is 45 into 4 raised to 8 upon 5 raised to 8 into 5 raised to 2 is, if the base is same, then we can add the powers. Therefore 5 raised to 10. Hence, the probability that exactly 2 bombs will miss the target, that is equal to 45 into 4 raised to 8 divided by 5 raised to 10. Now let us see the example number second. The probability that a bulb produced by a factory will fuse after 150 days of use is 0.05. Find the probability that out of 5 such bulbs, first one is none of the bulb, second not more than 1, third more than 1, and 4 at least one will fuse after 150 days. Let us see the solution of that example. Let X be the number of fused bulbs and P be the probability of a bulb produced by a factory will fuse after 150 days of a use. Therefore, we have to give the value of P. P is equal to 0.05 and Q is equal to 1 minus P. We know that the probability P plus Q is equal to 1. Then by this formula, Q is equal to 1 minus P. Here we put the value of P is 0.05. Then we get the value of Q is 0.95. Therefore, X follows binomial distribution with parameter n equal to 5 and P is equal to 0.05. Given that n is equal to 5, then the PMF means that probability mass function of X is given by P of X is equal to X, that is equal to NCX P raised to X into Q raised to n minus X, that is P of X equal to X is equal to, here we put the value of n is 5, value of P is 0.05 and value of Q is 0.95. Then the formula becomes 5cx into 0.05 raised to x into 0.95 raised to 5 minus x, where x is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now next, we have to find the probability none of a bulb produced by a factory will fuse after 150 days of use. That is probability of x equal to 0. That is equal to, by the formula of NCX into P raised to X into Q raised to n minus X, we can substitute the value of n and P and Q. Then the formula becomes 5C0 into 0.05 raised to 0 into 0.95 raised to 5 minus 0. Here the value of 5C0 is 1, 0.05 raised to 0 means that value of this is also 1, and 5 minus 0 means 0.95 raised to 5. Then we can get the value 0.95 raised to 5. Hence, the probability that none of the bulbs will fuse after 150 days is 0.95 raised to 5. Now next, probability of not more than one bulb will fuse after 150 days of use. That is probability of, here not more than one means that at least one, we can take only one and less than 1 means that x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1 we can take here. That is probability of x less than or equal to 1 is equal to probability of x equal to 0 plus probability of x equal to 1. That is equal to, by using the formula NCX P raised to X into Q raised to n minus X, here we put the value of n is equal to 5, value of P is equal to 0.05 and value of Q is equal to 0.95. Then the formula becomes 5C0 into 0.05 raised to 0 into 0.95 raised to 5 minus 0 plus 5C1 into 0.05 raised to 1 into 0.95 raised to 5 minus 1. That is equal to, we know that 5C0, value of that 5C0 is 1, any term and raised to power is 0, then value is also 1. Therefore 1 into 1 into 5 minus 0 is 5, 0.95 raised to 5 plus 5C1 we can get by formula of combination. Here value of 5C1 is 5 into 0.05 raised to 1 into 0.95 raised to 5 minus 1 means 4. Then here in two terms 0.95 is same, that is common. We can take this term as a common, 0.95 raised to 4. Then the remaining terms in the bracket 0.95 plus 0.25. By solving this term, addition of these two terms is 1.2. Then we can get the probability of x is less than or equal to 1 is equal to 1.2 into 0.95 raised to 4. Hence, the probability that not more than one bulb will fuse after 150 days is 1.2 into 0.95 raised to 4. Now next, we have to find the probability more than one bulb fuse after 150 days. That is probability of x greater than 1. Here we can find probability more than one bulb, that is x greater than 1. That means we have to find the probability x greater than 1 means that 2, 3, 4 and up to 5. Here by solving this term easily, we can take the formula 1 minus probability of x less than or equal to 1, that is equal to 1 minus. Here x less than or equal to means that less than or equal to 1 means that here we can take x is equal to 1 and x equal to 0. Then the term is 1 minus probability of x equal to 0 plus probability of x equal to 1. That is equal to 1 minus, as it is, probability of x equal to 0 by using the formula of binomial distribution NCX p raised to x into q raised to n minus x. We can put the value of npq. Then the formula becomes 5c0 into 0.05 raised to 0 into 0.95 raised to 5 minus 0. Similarly, for x is equal to 1, the term 5c1 into 0.05 raised to 1 into 0.95 raised to 5 minus 1. After solving this term, we can get the value is probability of x greater than 1 is equal to 1 minus 1.2 into 0.95 raised to 4. Hence, the probability that more than one bulb fuse after 150 days is 1 minus 1.2 into 0.95 raised to 4. Now next we have to find the probability at least one bulb will fuse after 150 days. That is equal to probability of x greater than or equal to 1. That is equal to, here probability of x greater than or equal to 1 means that we can use the formula 1 minus probability of x is equal to 0. By using the formula of binomial distribution, we can get the term 1 minus 5c0 0.05 raised to 0 into 0.95 raised to 5 minus 0. That is equal to 1 minus, here 5c0 is 1, 0.05 is also raised to 0 is also 1 and 0.95 raised to 5 minus 0, that is 5. Hence we can get the value is probability of x greater than or equal to 1 is equal to 1 minus, here product of these three terms is 0.95 raised to 5. Then the value is probability of x greater than or equal to 1 is equal to 1 minus 0.95 raised to 5. Hence, the probability that at least one bulb fuse after 150 days is 1 minus 0.95 raised to 5. Now next, example number 3. On a multiple choice examination with 3 possible answers for each of the 5 questions, what is the probability that a candidate would get 4 or more correct answers just by guessing? Let us see the solution of that example. First, let x be the number of correct answers and p be the probability that a candidate gets correct answer from 3 possible answers. Here, therefore, p is equal to 1 by 3. Here we have to given there are 5 questions and 3 possible answers of that question. Then the probability of that 3 possible answers is 1 by 3 and q is equal to 1 minus p. That is equal to, here we can put the value of p. Then the value of q is 1 minus 1 by 3, that is equal to 2 upon 3. Given n is equal to 5, the total number of questions are 5. Therefore, we can take n is equal to 5. Therefore, x follows binomial distribution with parameter n equal to 5 and p equal to 1 by 3. Then the probability mass function, that is PMF of x, is given by the formula P of x is equal to x is equal to NCX into p raised to x into q raised to n minus x, where x is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That is probability of x equal to x. Here total number of questions are 5. Then we can put the value of n is 5, that is 5cx. Here the value of p is 1 upon 3, that is 1 upon 3 raised to x, into value of q is 2 by 3 raised to 5 minus x, where x is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have to find the probability of 4 or more correct answers. That is equal to P of, means that probability of x greater than or equal to 4. That is equal to, here greater than or equal to 4, we can take x is equal to 4 and x is equal to 5. Therefore, by using the formula of binomial distribution NCX p raised to x into q raised to n minus x, we can put the value of npq. Then it becomes 5c4 into 1 upon 3 raised to 4 into 2 upon 3 raised to 5 minus 4 plus probability of x is equal to 5 is 5c5 1 upon 3 raised to 5 into 2 upon 3 raised to 5 minus 5. That is equal to, here the term 5c4, after solving this term we can get the value is 5 into 1 upon 3 raised to 4 into 2 upon 3, 5 minus 4, that is 1, plus here the value of 5c5 is 1 into 1 by 3 raised to 5 into 2 upon 3 raised to 5 minus 5 is 0. Here 1 upon 3 raised to 4, the term is common in two terms. Therefore, we can take that this term is common, 1 by 3 raised to 4. The remaining terms in the second bracket, 5 into 5 into 2 upon 3 plus here 1 upon 3 raised to 4, take it as a common, remaining one term, here 1 upon 3. After solving this term, we can get 5 into 2 by 3, that is 10 by 3 plus 1 by 3, 10 plus 1 is 11 by 3, and 1 upon 3 raised to 4 means 1 raised to 4 is 1, 3 raised to 4 is 81. Then by solving this term, we can get the value is 1 upon 81 into 11 upon 3, that is equal to 11 upon 243. Hence, the probability of getting 4 or more correct answers is 11 upon 243. Now next point is mean, variance and standard deviation of binomial distribution. Let us see first definition of binomial distribution, that is mean of binomial distribution. Let x follows binomial distribution with parameter np, then mean or expected value of random variable x is denoted by e of x or mu and is given by mu is equal to expected value of x, that is e of x, is equal to product of these two terms n and p. Now next point is variance of binomial distribution. The definition is the variance of a random variable x is denoted by variance of x, that is VAR of x, or sigma x square is given by variance of x is equal to product of these three terms n into p into q, that is npq. Now next point is standard deviation of binomial distribution. Now let us see. The standard deviation of random variable x is defined as the positive square root of variance of x. Hence, the standard deviation of random variable x denoted by SD of x or sigma x is given by SD of x, that is equal to square root of variance of x, that is equal to square root of npq. Let us see one remark. Here the mean is always greater than variance, that is np is greater than npq. Now let us see example based on the mean, variance and standard deviation. Our first example is given x follows binomial distribution with parameter np. If n is equal to 10 and p is equal to 0.4, find expected value of x and variance of x. Now let us see solution of that example. Given n is equal to 10 and p is equal to 0.4. Here we have to given these two values. Therefore, q is equal to 1 minus p. We can put the value of p is 0.4. Then we can get the value of q is 0.6. We know that the formula of mean of a binomial distribution u of x is np, product of these two terms, that is equal to 10 into 0.4 is equal to 4, and variance of x is equal to NPQ. Therefore, variance of x is equal to 10 into 0.4 into 0.6, that is equal to 2.4. Hence, expected value of x, that is E of x, is equal to 4 and variance of x is equal to 2.4. Now let us see example number 2. Here given x follows binomial distribution with parameter NP. If p is equal to 0.6 and E of x is equal to 6, find n and variance of x. Now let us see solution of that example. Here we have to given p is equal to 0.6 and expected value of x is 6. But expected value of x, we know that the formula NP, product of n and p, that is equal to n into, here put the value of p is 0.6. Therefore, 6 is equal to 0.6 into n. Therefore, n is equal to, here the product of 0.6 into n, we can shift the 0.6 into left hand side, then here the term is divided by 6 upon 0.6, that is equal to 10. Now we know that formula of q is equal to 1 minus p, that is equal to 1 minus 0.6 is equal to 0.4. Therefore, variance of x is equal to NPQ is equal to 10 into 0.6 into 0.4. Therefore, variance of x is equal to 2.4. Hence, n is equal to 10 and variance of x is equal to 2.4. Now let us see our third example. Given x follows binomial distribution with parameter n and p. If n equal to 25 and E of x, means that expected value of x is equal to 10, find p and standard deviation, means that SAD of x. Let us see the solution of that example. Given n is equal to 25 and expected value of x is 10, but we know that the formula of expected value is product of NP, that is E of x is equal to NP, which is equal to, here we put the value of n is 25 into p. Therefore, 10 is equal to 25 into p. Therefore, we can get p is equal to 10 divided by 25 is equal to 2 divided by 5. Now q is equal to 1 minus p. Here we put the value of p is 2 by 5. Then we get the value of q is 1 minus 2 upon 5 is equal to 3 by 5. Therefore, variance of x is equal to, we know that the formula is product of these three terms n into p into q, that is equal to, here we put the value of NPQ, then the term is 25 into 2 by 5 into 3 by 5 is equal to 6. Therefore, we know that the formula of standard deviation is square root of variance of x is equal to root 6. Hence, p is equal to 2 upon 5 and standard deviation SAD is equal to root 6. Now let us see example number 4. Here given x follows binomial distribution with parameter n, p. If n is equal to 10 and expected value of x is equal to 8, find variance of x. Now let us see the solution of that example. Given n equal to 10 and expected value of x is equal to 8, but E of x is equal to product of these two terms n into p, that is equal to 10 into p. Therefore, 8 equal to 10p. Therefore, p is equal to 8 divided by p, that is equal to 4 upon 5. Here 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10, then the value of p is 4 by 5. Now q is equal to 1 minus p. Here we put the value of p is 4 by 5, then we can get the, we get the value of q is 1 minus 4 upon 5, that is equal to 1 by 5. Therefore, variance of x is equal to NPQ, that is equal to 10 into 4 by 5 into 1 upon 5 is equal to 8 upon 5. Hence, the variance of x is equal to 8 upon 5. Now let us see fifth example. Let the PMF of random variable x be p of x is equal to 4cx into 5 upon 9 raised to x into 4 upon 9 raised to 4 minus x, where x equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Find expected value of x and variance of x. Now let us see the solution. The PMF of random variable x is P of x is equal to 4cx into 5 upon 9 raised to x into 4 upon 9 raised to 4 minus x. X is equal to 0 to 4. Comparing this with P of x is equal to NCx into P raised to x into Q raised to n minus x, we get n is equal to 4, P equal to 5 upon 9 and Q equal to 4 by 9. After comparing, we get the value of NPQ. Then the formula of expected value of x is equal to product of NP is equal to n is 4, P is 5 by 9. Then the term is 4 into 5 upon 9 is equal to 20 upon 9. Therefore, expected value of x is equal to expected value of x is equal to 2.22 and variance of x is equal to NPQ is equal to 4 into 5 divided by 9 into 4 upon 9 is equal to 80 divided by 81. After solving this term, we can get the variance of x is equal to 0.9876. Now next example number 6. Write the binomial distribution if mean for the distribution is 3 and the standard deviation is 3 by 2. Let us see the solution of that example. Given mean is equal to expected value of x is equal to 3 and standard deviation SD of x. Therefore, SD of x is equal to formula is square root of NPQ is equal to 3 by 2. But expected value of x is equal to NP and variance of x is equal to NPQ. Therefore, here we have to value of expected value of x is 3. Therefore, NP is 3 and square root of NPQ is 3 by 2. Therefore, NPQ is equal to 9 divided by 4. Therefore, NPQ divided by NP is equal to 9 upon 4 into 3. Therefore, Q is equal to 3 by 4. But we know that P is equal to 1 minus Q. Here we put the value of Q is 3 by 4. Then we get the value of P is 1 by 4. Therefore, NP is equal to 3. That implies N into 1 upon 4 that is equal to 3. Therefore, N is equal to 12. Therefore, the binomial distribution is P of x equal to x is equal to NCx P raised to x into Q raised to n minus x. That is, probability of x is equal to x is equal to, here the value of n is 12. Then the term is 12cx into 1 upon 4 raised to x into 3 by 4 raised to n minus x. Now let's see the next example. Example number 7. If x follows binomial distribution with parameter n is equal to 6 and p and 2 into probability of x equal to 3 is equal to probability of x equal to 2, then find the value of p. Let us see the solution of that example. Given x follows binomial distribution with 6 and p, therefore n is equal to 6. Also 2 into probability of x equal to 3 equal to p of x equal to 2. We know that probability of x equal to x is equal to NCx into p raised to x into q raised to n minus x. Therefore, 2 into 6c3 p raised to 3 into q raised to 6 minus 3 that is equal to 6c2 p square into q raised to 6 minus 2. Therefore, 2 into 6c3 p raised to 3 q raised to, here the term 6 minus 3, we get 3. Therefore, that is equal to 6c2 into p square into 6 minus 2 is 4, that is q raised to 4. Therefore, we know that the formula of combination is NCR is equal to n factorial upon r factorial into n minus r factorial. Then we get this term as 6 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 3 factorial p raised to 3 into q raised to 3 is equal to, also similarly we can take this term 6 factorial divided by 4 factorial into 2 factorial p square into q raised to 4. Therefore, 2 into p divided by 3 factorial into 3 factorial that is equal to q divided by 4 factorial into 2 factorial. Here p cube and p square is term cancel, remaining only 1 p. Also q raised to 4 and q raised to 3. Here q cube is cancelled, remaining 1 q. Now next step, therefore 2 into p divided by 3 into 2 factorial into 3 factorial, that is equal to 1 minus p divided by 4 into 3 factorial into 2 factorial, since q is equal to 1 minus p. Therefore 2p divided by 3 is equal to 1 minus p divided by 4. Therefore here we take cross multiplication. Therefore 8p is equal to 3 into 1 minus p. 8p is equal to 3 minus 3p. Therefore 8p plus 3p is equal to 3. Adding these two terms, we get value is 11p is equal to 3. Therefore p is equal to 3 by 11. Thank you.